Governor, thank you for making time. What's your optimistic vision of, say, between now and January 20th? What can and should the party get done during that period?
Optimism between now and January 20th. That's a tough question. First, let me commend you, Mark, on the what you've done during this election. Your coverage has really been great. Journalism is alive, and it was good to witness it.
Thank you.
I think your opening comments were wise. First of all, the Democratic Party shouldn't oppose just for the sake of opposition, right? That would be a mistake. There will be plenty to oppose and that they should oppose. For example, I think the Senate should be very careful about giving recess appointments to the president. He's going to look to move very fast. The background checks, the confirmations, I think that's going to be very important. But I think that the first thing the Democratic Party has to realize is when you're in a hole, stop digging. And I think they have to really come to grips with what happened here, Mark. And I don't think that happens overnight. I think that's going to be a lot of soul searching. What they don't do is what they did on the front page of the New York Times today, which is say the problem is we didn't go left enough. That, believe it or not, is going to have to be litigated. And it's shocking to me that anyone could maintain that position after the election. But that is going to have to be sorted through, because you're going to have the extreme left saying the problem was that we were not left enough, as bizarre as that appears to me.
How do you know that's not right, Governor?
Because what happened is, in this election, I think people had two bad choices. And President Trump was the better of the two bad choices. We were disconnected, Mark, from reality. We were disconnected from the working women and men in this country. That's what happened. We were so blinded by our hate for Trump and assumed that everybody was going to see that we were right and that he was bad. And we were so consumed with making the negative on Trump, we never made the positive case for the Democratic Party and what the Democrats would do for you. Government is about doing for you. I also don't think it was clear what the Biden administration had done for you. You weren't convinced that administration worked for you. So there was a double burden on Harris to make the case we were working for you. We did actually accomplish something, and we have a plan for your future. We didn't do that. And what we did talk about was bizarre to these people. It was not about gender change operations for criminals. That's not where they were at. And we had this elitist, arrogant, extremist left that dictated an agenda that predominated the campaign. And I think that was the root cause of what happened.
Dan.
Yeah, that's actually something I wanted to follow up on, which is this disconnect between Democrats who kind of convinced themselves that they delivered and frustrated that voters didn't recognize it,